Tapos, kung lahat ng pera mo, nakatali lang sa isang bagay, kapag may nangyari, you lose all of that. You lose yourself. Lahat magsasuffer. Pati pamilya mo.
Oo.
And di ba may kasabihan ngang, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah. For today's episode of From the Heart, I am super excited kasi sobrang tagal nung huli ko siyang nakita. And finally, I'm with her. But this time, hindi na as host, kundi para turuan tayo sa pag-i-invest pagdating sa properties. We have here sa ating pod, She's That Broker, Maiko. Hello.
Hello, thank you for having me here. I'm so happy to see you after
Ilang years na yun?
Last kita nakita sa Boracay. Parang baby pa yung baby mo na malaki na ngayon.
Oo. So ilan na yung anak mo during that time na nakita
Pandemic
tayo?
yun eh. Isa pa lang ako nun.
Ngayon?
Oo, dalawa na sila.
2 kids na.
Yes.
Pero sa mga nakatutok sa atin ngayon, nakikinig man kayo or nanonood kayo dito sa From the Heart, si Maiko kasi is one of the O-Shopping host, okay? At ngayon nag-transition siya from being a TV host, events host, to now being a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Oo.
Pretty much. Well, actually, during the time in O-Shopping as a host, agent na talaga ako.
Oh!
Yeah, so that was actually my bread and butter. My hosting was my side gig.
I didn't know.
Yes.
Okay.
So ginagawa ko na talaga yun.
Okay,
Yes.
go.
And then, ang shift ko is basically from being a host to becoming a real estate content creator.
Okay.
So yun yung actual shift na nangyari. So imagine getting the same skills, talking about something else. So that's exactly what happened. But the real estate, I've been practicing it for years.
Nung kasama kita sa O-Shopping,
Real
lisensyado
estate
ka na nun.
Yes. Oo.
Wow!
Yeah.
Nauna talaga siya.
Nauna talaga siya. And then I did hosting on the side because I love it. And as you know, with hosting alone, hindi ka yayaman eh.
Yeah, I know.
So kailangan ng something.
Oo.
So I did that because I knew I had the ability to do 2 things at the same time. Kasi if it's just hosting, wala, that's not a career.
For
I mean,
you,
at the
for
time,
you.
for me, at the time, that wasn't a career that I wanted to take seriously because ang daming kalaban. Eh, syempre, ang dami ring magagaling eh, di ba, back then. So, kailangan pagsabayin ko 2 things to really figure out saan ba ako papunta.
Oo. Ano bang gusto mong gawin talaga sa buhay mo?
Correct. Ano ba
So,
talaga
paano
gusto
ka
ko?
napunta sa hosting kung nasa real estate ka that time?
It's been my dream to be a host. So when there was an opportunity presented by si Cara, if you met her in O-Shopping, she posted on her Instagram, sabi niya, naghahanap daw sila ng host sa O-Shopping. Wala akong experience. Pero I love doing this eh. I was
You love
already doing
talking.
real estate. So I go, I love talking. I want to be in front of the camera. I want to be with hosts and learn from them.
At very telegenic si Akla naman hanggang
I
ngayon.
tried.
Oo.
And then, I tried. Nag-audition ako. Eh, arte-arte ko eh. Sige, presenting, ganyan. They got me. Sabi ko, hala, sure ba kayo? Wala akong experience ah. Sabi nila, yeah, we like you.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So because I got the job, I took it as a sign from God na this is for you.
Yeah.
This is a stage in your life wherein you can enhance yung skills na gusto mong ma-enhance. Because who would accept a newbie na walang experience in hosting
Madami.
to host?
Madami ha?
Madami. Okay.
Lalo kung may makitaan kanila ng
Wow.
potential.
So
in
yun,
this industry, maraming ganon.
Amazing.
Yes.
So parang back in 2018,
Yeah.
that was a shock to me. Kasi
So your
nakakala ko-
O-Shopping hosting was your first time?
My
Hosting
first
for
time.
TV?
Yes.
Okay.
My first time. So akala ko hindi yun normal na kumukuha sila ng walang experience. Lalo, a show like that at the time was
Sikat na yun eh.
sikat na eh, di ba?
Oo.
So, nagulat ako na they accepted me. I'm like, okay, sige, let's do it. Let's do it. Until, of course, di ba, it closed down 2020, 2021.
Yeah, before pandemic.
During pandemic.
Oh.
Di ba, ABS closed down.
Yes,
O-Shopping had to close also. And then, ayun, affected kami lahat.
Oo.
So, matagal ako bago naka-transition ulit na doing something that I love. Because I really love that. That for me was kind of like passion. I really enjoy speaking to people,
Talking
being in front of the
camera.
Correct. But I couldn't do that. Hindi ako maka-transition like what we were talking about kanina na naka-adapt agad. Dapat mabilis ka eh. Sa panahon natin ngayon, dapat mabilis kang mag-adapt. And nauso bigla yung TikTok. Hindi ako marunong mag-edit. I don't know what to do, right? Tapos nagka-baby ako. Sabi ko, Bahala na, ayoko na mag-host. I don't wanna do this anymore. I couldn't adapt anymore. Imagine before, from having like a full production team, now, ikaw na mag-iisip ng sarili mong content.
Ikaw lahat.
'Di ba? TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, ikaw na lahat. So, nahirapan yung brain ko mag-adjust na, so you mean to say, ako mag-iisip? Parang ganun, di ba?
You're gonna produce your own content.
Correct. And ngayon, ganun na yung labanan. Ngayon, normal na siya.
Yeah.
Pero back in 2019, 2020, parang that was the start eh. Nag-a-adapt tayo. Yung parang ikaw lahat, dapat content creator. Hindi lang host, hindi ka lang celebrity. But you are the brain. You are everything. You're the producer. You think about the shots. Like what you were doing before we started. Naisip mo na, parang mas okay yung light nandito. Di ba? May ganon. That takes a lot of skills. And yan na yung skills na kailangan to makisabay sa panahon
to
ngayon.
stay in this industry.
Correct. Exactly.
May pinagkaiba ba pag tinawag na real estate agent tsaka broker?
Yes.
Okay, sige.
And I talk about this a lot.
You're the she's that broker.
Yes, she's that broker.
She's that broker on Instagram, on TikTok. Na for me, I can say you're one of the talagang pinakasikat pagdating
so
sa
much.
real estate community or industry.
Thank you so much. So yes, may pinagkaiba. Real estate agent is, anyone can be an agent. As long as you have a minimum of 2-year degree in university, you can apply for the license under a broker. But as an agent, you have to work under a broker. You have to work under me.
You're
for
a
example.
broker.
But I'm a broker. So for me, I already finished my degree. On top of that, I have to get a second degree, which is called BSREM. Real Estate Management. You have to go to school. It's a bachelor's degree.
Most of the schools right now are offering that. May ganun na ba?
There are more and more schools offering it now.
But
Pero
where-
onte pa lang ngayon.
Saan ka nag-aral?
Lyceum in Alabang.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. All
yeah.
right. Wow.
So you have to take that now. After that, you have to take the board exam.
Meron.
My board exam, which is like madugo. Madugo. As in like we review, some of us would review 3 to 6 months before the board exam. Parang lawyer. Ganon.
And yung passing rate, kamusta? Hindi rin madami
Hindi
nakakapasa.
din masyadong marami nakakapasa.
Okay.
Some would take 2-3 takes. I know of people na makakapasa sila second take, third take nila. Pero for me, thankfully, nakapasa naman in one try. One take lang.
Nice.
Oo. So I knew it was meant for me. Sabi ko. Kasi yung passing rate was like 70. Tapos
Okay.
may rate, kasi you see it after nung board exam mo, parang 71.
Yeah.
So, sabi ko, yes. Okay, by 1%. Yeah. So, yun yung pinagkaiba niya. So, basically, it is the education that you took
Kumbaga,
prior.
mas expert ang brokers kasi nga
Correct.
under ninyo itong mga agents.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
now we
Yes.
know. Bagong information
There
yun
you
sa
go.
akin.
Yes.
Thank you so much for
You're
that, Teacher
welcome.
Maiko.
Maraming nalilito eh. Marami
Oo.
talagang nalilito. Tapos, parang interchangeable na minsan tinatawag, agent, ahente, broker.
Oo eh.
For a broker
kasi parang,
na nag-aral ng sobrang tagal.
yun nga medyo yun, 'di ba?
Oh,
Sayang naman yung
exactly.
inaral nila kung ang itatawag natin ay agent,
Correct.
broker pala sila. Well, now we know.
Exactly.
Oo,
Exactly.
oo,
Parang,
oo.
ang lagi kong comparison dyan is kunwari may doktor at may kunwaring doktor.
Oo.
Ano lang talaga, fan lang ng medicine.
Oo.
Tapos magkasama sila sa isang room pero tinatawag mong paulit-ulit
Yun
na
na
doc
nga
yung hindi
eh.
doktor.
I know.
Parang for someone who studied it, who really dedicated his life in that career, tapos to study this long, passing the board exam, tapos hindi sila matatawag na doktor, iba yung matatawag na doktor.
Masakit
Diba?
yun para sa
Masakit,
inyo.
pero that's
Yes.
just ego eh. So,
So pag ganun ba, kino-correct mo yung mga tao?
Hindi na rin.
Hindi na.
Hindi na. Oo.
Dead ba as long as may sale tayo?
Exactly. Hindi naman importante, parang ego lang naman yun kung papairalin ko pa
that's
na.
nice.
Hindi ako broker. Hindi ako natawag na broker, natawag ako agent. Parang that's just ego. So, parang ang ginagawa ko na lang is through my content, I'm really trying to educate as many people as I can to know the difference,
Yeah.
to have respect also sa mga
Yes.
tao na nasa industry. Kasi akala lang nila porket, agent yan, makulit yan. Ganon, may mga stereotype, di ba? Hindi kagaya ng pag-architect. Ay, architect yan.
Parang
diba?
ang taas agad ng tingin.
Bakit
Oo.
ganon? So parang ako, nag-aral din naman ako ganun din katagal. Parang it took me 6 years.
True.
And then, nag-board exam din naman ako. Pero because of the stereotype from the past, hindi pa nako-correct. So I wanted to really share that to people. And that's, I guess, one of the reasons why I started with my content.
So marami na bang may alam ngayon ng difference ng broker at agent?
Hindi
Or
pa rin
nasa-surprise ka pa rin na katulad ko na...
All the time. It's
Yeah.
like this.
Oo, yeah.
It is really like this.
Oo. And I'm
So-
sorry para po dun sa mga broker pala na natawag ko pong agent. Pero
Yeah.
I guess kapareho kayo ni Michael, malawak ang inyong pangunawa
Yes.
na kesa ego, sales ako. Pero syempre, mas maganda rin na alam natin na yung nakakausap pala natin ay expert on this matter. Nag-aral, kumbaga, plus 2 years pa.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
At meron silang exams. Para rin sila mga engineers, architect, doctors.
Exactly.
Oo,
Exactly.
oo, oo.
Actually, that's a good thing that you mentioned na you know you're transacting with someone na ito pala yung credentials. Kasi ang daming tao nag-iisip, hindi, ahente ka. No, actually, yun yung difference Before you transact. Kasi marami naloloko, marami na sa scam. Hindi nila alam that they're not transacting with a lisensyadong professional. Kung sino-sino lang. Kung sino lang available. Kasi nga, hindi mo naman alam anong difference Agent, license. License agent, license broker. Ano ba? Same lang yan
Oh, I wanna know what's the difference of a licensed agent sa broker. Kasi meron mga
Yeah.
agents.
Exactly.
Sa licensed agent, ang na-explain mo is licensed agent
And the
versus
broker.
broker.
Yes.
So what's the difference ng licensed agent at agents?
So maraming tinatawag sa Pilipinas, nag-agent. Agent.
Oo.
Ahente.
Oo.
Pero in our industry, we also see it as colorum, which is illegal.
Do you work with agents na walang lisensya?
I try my best not to. But when I encounter them, because there's more agents that are unlicensed, I think right now, versus licensed. And that's why I'm really trying to empower people and encourage them to really get their license, treat this as a career. Kasi minsan, most of the properties are still being handled by itong mga hindi lisensyadong agents. And dito tayo nagkakaroon ng problema. Kasi
Mahirap sila hanapin.
mahirap sila hanapin.
Pagka nagkaroon ng
Hindi mo
problema.
alam lisensya nila, hindi mo alam kung kanino i-report after.
Unlike pag-license.
Unlike pag-license, if you go on the PRC website, you can search their license number. You can see their name. It will actually reflect there. So pag nagkaroon ka ng problema, pwede silang matanggalan ng lisensya. And pag natanggalan sila ng lisensya, syempre credibility nila yon, di ba? But for an unlicensed agent, yung colorum, anong mangyayari? Wala.
Mahirapan
Nothing
ka.
to lose yung mga yan So ikaw na tao na owner ka, mag-i-invest ka, hindi maliit na bagay ang kahit 1 milyon, di ba? 1 milyon minimum pag bumili ka di ba? Kung ibibigay mo yan dun sa taong walang license, let's say, may something na nangyari. I'm not saying na everyone is like that, But if may nangyari, paano mo to i-report? Wala. There's
Walang
nothing.
habol.
Wala kang protection, wala kang habol.
Okay, so itong mga licensed agents na ito, ano ba, plus 2 years din ba yung pinag-aralan nila? Paano sila? Or may exams din to get that license? How do you get that license ba? Para
So,
matawag ka na licensed agent ka na.
To be a licensed agent, kailangan mo lang minimum of 2 years na course. So kahit hindi ka, kahit undergrad ka, kahit hindi ka
pwede.
nakatapos, pwede. Basta minimum 2 years course, hahanap ka ng broker na parang titake ka under them. So, kunwari, ikaw, you wanted to be an agent. Maiko, can you be my broker? O, sige, Cha. You can be an agent under me. Papa-sign mo lang ako ng document and then you'll send all your requirements to PRC. And then siguro after 1 month, you will get your parang approval. Yun lang.
Okay.
It's simple.
So,
It's really simple.
how many agents under you are working right
Right
now?
now, like 3.
3 lang.
Oo.
And you try talaga na ganun lang kaliit kasi mahirap ba i-manage? Bakit? Why?
Before, I really wanted to grow it. But as you know, di ba, tao ang pinaka mahirap hanapin. And syempre, in sales also, because iba yung transaction in sales You're not talking about small amount of money. Kahit nga kape, di ba? Minsan ang hirap magkamali. Ito pa, big transactions. Life-changing transactions.
Yes.
So if I cannot find the right people, I'd rather keep it small than marami tayong mga mistakes na magagawa. But of course, my goal this year is to really grow my team. So I'm really constantly looking for new talents. People with a passion to help people. Service, may integrity. They believe in transparency. Yung mga basic values ng tao na gusto ko nandun yun. Because if wala, kung pera lang, I could find like the best salespeople na magagaling mag-close pero kung walang puso. Diba? Walang
Bakit
pagmamahal.
kailangan ng puso sa pagbebenta? I mean, like, bakit hindi, why can't you be like other agents na, okay, mabait ako sa'yo ngayon kasi kaharap pa kita, pagkatas ko nito ibenta, bala ka na sa buhay mo.
Yeah.
Why? Ba't kailangan ng puso dito?
Sa lahat ng ginagawa natin, kailangan ng puso.
Agree.
Kasi kung hindi, like, for me, if hindi ko lalagyan ng puso tong ginagawa ko, mababurn out ako eh. Hindi ako maglalas dito sa career na to if transactional lang.
Oo, at puro pera lang.
At puro pera lang.
Oo.
At alam naman natin, kung puro pera lang, yung trust din ng tao sa atin.
Oo.
Diba kahit nga yung mga brands na nakakatrabaho natin, yung mga pinagbibilhan natin ng mga damit natin, ng pagkain natin, pag, diba, walang pag-aalaga sa atin. Kunwari sinabi natin na yung kape ngayon hindi masarap ha. Tapos hindi nila binago. Wala ka. Wag ka na bumili. Parang ganyan. Hindi lang yun eh. It's the after effect of that. For sure, hindi na ako pupunta dyan. Hindi ko nadadalhin yung friends ko dyan.
Hindi ka na babalik.
Wala nang word of mouth.
Oo.
And yung business natin, especially sales, it heavily relies on the trust of the people so that we can continuously grow and make more business.
Yung after sales ang mas importante.
The after sales ang mas importante.
Oo.
Mas okay na hindi ka makabenta kaysa makabenta ka in the wrong way.
Oo.
Yun. Kasi itong mga to, alam mo, nagmo-multiply. Karma, right? You believe in karma.
Yeah, agree.
Karma is so powerful.
Yeah.
Nababalik yan tenfolds.
Oo. If you put your heart in anything that you do,
Correct.
yung pera ang hahabol sa'yo.
Oh my
Naniniwala ka ba doon, Maiko?
Yes. Bumabalik siya eh. Parang, it's amazing. Nung bata ako, hindi ko talaga gets yun.
Oo.
Diba? Yung
Ba't
give and
kailangan
you
may
shall
puso?
receive. Oo. Diba?
Oo.
Parang in the Bible, it says,
Oo.
give and you shall receive.
Yeah.
Parang, paano yun mangyayari?
Kailangan
Diba?
pala hindi lang give, put your heart din.
Put your heart.
Oo,
Put
oo.
your heart. And parang lagi ko ngang sinasabi sa the people I work with, sa
Yeah.
team ko, sa agents ko, and also a reminder to myself na laging service first. Isipin mo na yung katrabaho mo, kahit hindi kayo close pero kung sino yung naghahanap, kunwari ikaw, naghahanap ka ng bahay from me, iisipin ko lagi, paano kung nanay ko tong katrabaho ko? Paano kung kapatid ko to? 'Di ba? Will I allow them to get in trouble? Kunwari, alam ko na na hindi mo naman afford to Pero ipipilit ko ba sa'yo to? Why? Pag may nangyari sa'yo, 'di ba? Parang that's on me.
Yeah. Hindi
If
mo
you
hindi kaya ng
suffer,
konsensya mo.
Hindi kaya ng konsensya ko
So,
yun.
hindi ka magbebenta ng property na alam mong hindi rin talaga
Hindi
okay.
talaga. Hindi.
Oo.
Alam mo yung pag nakita ko na
Kahit
nagsistruggle
malaki yung
kliyente,
kahit malaki yung commission.
Never.
So, by far, how many years have you been doing
9
this?
years.
So,
Magna
in
9
that
years.
9 years of being a broker, lahat ng naibenta mo, sure ka na okay sila, masaya sila sa mga nakuha nilang
Yes.
property sa akin.
Yes, 100%.
Walang yung, oh my God,
100.
Maiko, binabaha pala dito.
No.
Walang ganon.
No.
That's good.
100%. Palaging, I make sure this is what you really want.
That is
So if
good.
that takes 1,000 viewings, if that takes 5 years, I'm here with you. 5 years tayong mag-viewing.
Ang ganda.
Yeah.
Kasi minsan ako mismo as a buyer, nahihiya na ako pag, oh my God, nakakalimang viewing na kami, wala pa ako napipiling property.
Yeah.
Hindi pala dapat.
No, wag ka mahiya. Kasi nga, di ba, pag minadali mo yung pagbili ng sapatos, minsan hindi pala kasya. Di ba, pag minamadali natin mga bagay, ito property to Minsan, once in a lifetime mo lang to bibilhin.
So,
Once in a lifetime.
sa lahat ng, sa 9 years mo, ano yung pinakamahabang viewing mo? Ilang araw or ilang buwan? Ilang
Months,
beses?
siguro.
Months?
Oo.
Na ilang beses yan?
Siguro, 1 year.
Ha?
1 year na every month siguro, nagvo-viewing.
So, mga 12, more than,
Oo, 12. Siguro 12 viewings, tapos, pero the conversation, the back and forth, yung, anong tingin mo? Offer tayo. Tapos biglang atras, ganyan. Sige, okay lang. Diba? Parang I'm here to, kasi may mga tao na kahit anong sabihin mo, they need to experience it to really understand. May mga tao naman na makikinig. And pag nakinig sila, okay, mas madali. Mas madali yung transaction nangyayari.
So, sa madaling salita, may mga buyers na matigas ang
iba-iba.
ulo.
Pag, di naman matigas sa ulo, pero ano lang.
Makulit. Kung may mga broker at agent na makulit, meron ding buyer na makulit.
Yes. And yung pagkakulit naman na yun, minsan kasi yung ibang tao, kailangan ma-experience nila before they understand.
Or sometimes, super hard-earned money kasi.
Yun,
At
tama.
hindi biro yung ilalabas. So, talagang
Exactly.
makukulit ka talaga,
Oo,
right?
exactly. And for sure, siguro ikaw na-experience mo rin yun, di ba, nung bumibili ka, na hindi madali tong decision na gawin eh.
Tama ba
Kailangan,
ito?
tama.
Wala namang nagde-deliver ng, di ba, bandehadong pera sa atin. Wala tayong
Exactly.
flood control.
Exactly.
So, kailangan pag-isipang maigi yan.
Oo.
What year was your parang pinaka-wow?
Sige.
Talagang pumaldo ako at nakailang bahay ka, sabihin na
Oo.
natin sa isang taon.
Let's do it that way
Oo,
na lang.
mas safe to eh.
20, mas
Safer
safe,
for you.
mas
Oo.
safe. 2023 was my biggest year.
Okay.
Back to back to back. Like,
how many? Did you, ano pa?
ang dami.
Na-account mo pa?
Oh,
More than,
oo.
is it more than 50?
More than 50, definitely.
Wow!
More than 50.
Wow.
Pero, that one was my biggest year, but I don't think I will do that again.
Because?
Because taxing siya sa katawan. Imagine in sales, all the transactions are very personal. So you deal with many different types of personalities, and you absorb all different types of energy.
Yes, yes.
And masyado siyang mahirap. For what? Yun yung point ko. Like, okay, I know in sales, the sky is the limit. You can close as much as you want. You can work with no sleep, no rest. Pero for what? Yun, so,
Parang napatanong ka after mo mapagod, para saan ba itong ginagawa
Tama.
ko?
After ko
Para
nakuha lahat ng
kanino?
komisyon?
Pampa-hospital ko ba to?
you know, that's exactly my thoughts. Sabi ko, para saan tong lahat ng kinita ko? Alam mo yung face ko parang at one point nagnanam, sa sobrang stress, hindi ako nakakatulog, hindi ako nakakakain.
And you don't have time for your
And
family.
you don't have time for your family. Walang bakasyon, walang kahit ano. Kasi kahit nasa bakasyon ka, iniisip mo yung transaction, yung mga sales.
So marami kang pera pero di ka masaya.
Hindi ka masaya, magkakasakit ka pa.
Oo.
Yun
Pero-
nga, so baka pampa-ospital mo pa to.
Sabi mo, 2023 was your biggest year, hindi mo na siya uulitin. Pero you're in sales at alam natin pag mas maraming
Yes.
benta, mas malaki ang kita.
Yeah.
Paano mo nagawang pigilan yung sarili mo na, okay, oo, ang dami kong pera pero di ako masaya.
Yeah.
Ay, so may limit ka ngayon. Paano
may
ginagawa mo?
For now, what I discovered is I need balance. Because that's the only way I can sustain myself in this industry. Because if I keep doing it the same way I did in 2023, do that, sige, close. By 2026, I'm done. I'm probably a farmer now somewhere or siguro in Siargao, like operating a hotel. But I know I'm here in this career for a reason. Parang God placed me here for a reason eh. Kasi hindi ka naman bibigyan ni God ng closings kung hindi niya sinasabi sa'yo na, hey, Maiko, para sa'yo to, marami kang natutulungan dito.
Okay.
Diba? So I need to be sustainable. So parang balance lang. And then also, it's a matter of, okay, kumikita ka dito, pero ano pang ways kung paano mo papalaguin yung business mo na hindi ka nababurn out.
Oo.
So, I did nag-Airbnb ako, tapos I bought my own properties, and then I started to ang brokerage ko. I'm trying to grow it so that I can train a new team
Yeah.
na kayo naman ma-burn out. Na joke lang.
Para medyo makahayahay na.
Oo, makahayahay
Oo.
ako. Hindi, para sila naman mag-grow. Diba?
Yeah.
Parang yung sa akin is now growing my team, I'd rather take less commission, you take more commission, pero I want to teach more people to run this business, sort
Oo.
of.
And you also wanted to teach the wisdom that you have.
Exactly,
No,
exactly.
You wanted to share it to them para in the
Yeah,
future.
yeah.
Kahit wala na sila sa'yo, baon-baon nila yon. Hindi lang
Exactly.
sila basta broker na may puso.
Correct.
oo.
Alam mo ba, one of the first agents that I hired, this was back in 2018, 2019. I met him in, alam mo yung Saddle Row? Saddle Row.
Sa sport?
He was a receptionist.
Okay.
Tapos, nakita ko na talaga ang galing niya. Anyway, so I told him, hey, I think you're gonna be a good salesperson. Do you wanna work with me?
Wait, you can see that from,
Yeah.
medyo different yung industry niya eh. Nasa
Yeah.
hotel industry to eh, right?
Yes.
Tas
Parang ano
nakikita
yung
mo agad
hospitality,
in-
di ba? Yes.
paano? I mean, may
Skills. Yes. Oh, it's a skill set. It's the way they talk to you. It's
Okay.
parang yung pagiging service-oriented, yung going above and beyond.
Okay.
That's very sales. And sales kasi shouldn't be pilit eh. Hindi yan, natural dapat yan sa'yo. Dapat you're naturally friendly, naturally curious about other people, and you want to provide top-notch service.
Okay.
That is sales.
Okay.
And if you have those qualities at hindi mo pinagkakakitaan, nako.
This is the time.
This is the time na alam mo,
oo.
kaya pag kunwari nakakita ko receptionist na sobrang galing, sabi ko, receptionist na sobrang galing makipag-usap, sabi ko, come join my team. He joined my team. He was closing crazy. Imagine as a receptionist, naka-ano ka, minimum wage, let's say 15,000.
25,000 or 50.
15, di ba? Feeling ko 15
15
to 20,000
ganyan.
per
Oo,
month.
oo.
Now, nag-sales tong guy na to.
Oo.
He started making 50, 60, 70, 80,
Oo.
100.
How much is he earning now?
Now he's no longer with me because he discovered that this was his path. So broker na rin siya ngayon.
Wow, my God.
Broker na siya ngayon. Broker
Wow.
na.
And I'm sure you're very proud.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud because I felt like I paved that way for him. I helped him discover that he was a good salesperson, that this was a good career for him.
Ang galing mo dun sa part na hindi ka madamot.
Of
Kasi
course.
may mga tao na sa sobrang galing nila minsan, no, I just wanted this to be on my team. Ayaw nila mag-grow.
Yes.
Pero you were never like that.
Never. And that's why.
Kasi 'di ba, if you keep that guy with you,
yeah.
you're going to make a lot of sales through
Tama,
him.
tama.
Through him. Pero hinayaan mo siya. No?
Yeah.
Fly ka
Yeah.
pa.
Yeah.
And paano yung talk? Or ikaw ba mismo ang nag-suggest na, you know what? Pwede ka na mag-broker. Paano yung naging talk na gusto na niya?
Yeah.
Na umalis sa position mo
Yeah.
or under your wings.
Yeah.
Kasi pakiramdam niya, kaya niya na on his own.
Yeah. I mean, at one point, people are going to leave. Kasi minsan, part ka lang ng life nila for a season. Ikaw lang yung chapter na yun. And it's a normal transition for people to really grow, to really get out of
Their
this
comfort
chapter.
zone. Yeah.
Magiging comfort zone ka na eh, di ba?
Yes.
Unless, of course, ikaw yung, I don't know, next great company. You also have to grow for the people to grow with you. But if you stop growing your company, syempre maliit na kumpanya lang naman ako, hindi ko naman maibibigay lahat. I understand if people need to leave. But the thing is, for me, millennial ka, di ba?
Oh, yeah, same
millennial
tayo.
tayo.
Oo.
We grew up in a generation na yung mga Gen X, boomers, ito yung generation na, I'm sorry, pero iba't nila tayo trinite. It's all about gatekeeping. Hindi ayaw kitang umalis. Gagawin ko lahat para makip ka. Hindi ko sa'yo ituturo lahat para magstay ka lang sa akin. Di ba? May ganyan. So for me, since yun yung trauma ko, this is exactly what I wanted to change.
So you experienced it as well.
Oh, yeah. And kaya alam mo, hindi talaga ako nag-last sa
And
mga
parang,
jobs.
I'm sorry, parang nasa utak mo, kapag ako dumating sa panahon na
Yes.
naging boss ako, naging successful ako, hindi ko gagawin yun na experience ko na yan.
Indeed, definitely, 100%. Yun talaga yung thought process ko. Na even with the content, right now, I call myself the real estate on gatekeeper because everything that has been done to me up to the point where I am now has been gatekeeping. I was trying. I was new in the industry and I wanted to learn. Paano po ba yung proseso
Walang
nito?
nagtuturo sa'yo.
Walang nagtuturo sa akin. I mean,
Bakit? Why?
my mom is a broker ha. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah,
Pero syempre, I wanted to get it from other people, not my mom. Kasi ganun tayo as people. So, gusto ko matutunan siya from other people in the industry. Pero gatekeeping. Kasi nga, baka sulitin mo yung sale namin. Baka masyadong marami kang matutunan. Nati-threaten.
Nafe-feel mo yun na gini-gatekeep.
Nafe-feel ko talaga yun. Minsan nga, pupunta pa ako, Registry of Deeds, pupunta ako ng City Hall because I wanted to learn everything. I wanted to learn ano bang proseso. Pagdating ko doon, even the people there, they wouldn't tell me, basta pumunta ka sa window 8. Pag tinanong mo, ma'am, bakit po kailangan anong tawag dun sa clip na, yung old school, yung sa school, yung ikiklip mo siya, ipapunch mo, pag nag-present ka kay Registry of Deeds, kailangan naka-punch, na kailangan naka-ganon. Sabi ko, bakit? Tapos parang tinatry ko talagang makipag-argue. Bakit yun kailangan? Like, bakit hindi pwedeng stapler? Bakit hindi pwedeng paperclip? Bakit kailangan nakaganon?
Para saan yun?
Para saan yun, diba? Tapos ipapunch mo pa, wala akong puncher ganon. So, yun yung mga times na sabi ko, oh my God, when the time comes na it's me and my generation leading, these will all change. It will be better. Parang ganyan. So, I practice that with everything that I did, with the people, with the kind of work. I try to be as paperless as possible. unless necessary.
Yeah.
Hindi kailangan lagi nasa office unless necessary. Yung mga ganung bagay.
Oo. At
So,
hindi mahihiya magsabi. Na I
Yes.
wanted to grow.
Correct.
Oo. Wow, I wish all leaders are like that.
Yeah.
Grabe. Oo. So, ang dami nagsasabi ngayon na ngayong taon, even yung last year, hindi na masyadong okay to invest in properties dahil masyado na mataas yung presyo. Pero anong sagot mo pagka may mga ganun na sinasabi? Hindi na perfect mag-invest sa property. Kasi taas na eh. Unlike siguro nung pre-pandemic
Yeah.
or during the pandemic, mas okay. Pero ngayon, napakamahal na.
Yeah. Ang lagi ko lang sagot doon is ang real estate, 'di ba? Ano lang basic economics. Pag bumabagsak, dapat doon tayo bumibili.
Oo.
Stocks, pag bumabagsak, doon tayo bumibili.
Oo.
'Di ba? So it's the same in real estate.
Mm.
I mean, as an investor, pag bumabagsak, doon ka bibili. Pero hindi ibig sabihin, bibili ka nung hindi mo afford. Kasi doon tayo nagkakaroon ng problema eh, 'di ba? Okay, bumagsak. Pero alam mo namang hindi mo afford BGC. Pero hindi, bagsak ang market ngayon. So, bibili ako sa BGC. Anong basis mo? So, first, you have to figure out what the numbers are. How does it look for you? 'Di ba? Afford mo ba talaga? Okay, bumagsak nga ang presyo. Pero afford mo ba? But this is the time. Yun lang sinasabi ko lagi, paulit-ulit. Dun sa mga tao na sinasabi nila na hindi na okay na investment ang real estate. Ilang milyong Pilipino ang nag-i-exist ngayon sa mundo. And lahat ng Pilipino, ang ultimate dream nila is to own a property. Right? So, all the other Filipinos also entering the workforce na kailangang umupa ng bahay. Yung mga families na hindi pa ready bumili kasi iba-iba tayong stages of life.
Correct.
Sino magpapaupa sa kanila kung walang bumibili ng property? So, yun yung basic answer to that question. So, cyclical, very, ganyan siya. Tataas, bababa. At pag nagka-drop, baka this is your time to buy. Kung wari yung budget mo na hindi mo afford yung property na yan last year. Ngayon, pag tinignan mo yung presyo, uy, dati 5 million na. Ngayon, 3 million na lang? Sakto, nag-ipon ka, hindi ka nagmadali last year or the year before. Maybe this is the time.
May mga property na gano'n, bumababa over time.
Yes,
Kasi
of course.
Ang akala ng lahat, ang property laging tumataas. Hindi.
Hindi, bumabagsak. Like ngayon, di ba? In our current situation,
Yeah.
kailangan niya bumagsak
Kasi,
para ma-meet yung demand.
Correct,
Because the
correct.
demand is low. Right?
Oo.
So, bumabagsak yung prices. But of course, it's different for developers. Developers, pataas lang ng pataas yung
Yes,
price. Kasi syempre, construction cost.
Oo.
Pero saan naman sila bumabawi is they have payment terms. They have different ways for you to purchase a house. Parang dati, di ba sa kotse, no down payment. Meron ng mga ganun ngayon na property, ha?
Meron na rin.
No down payment, ready for move-in.
Oh.
So, di ba? That wouldn't exist. The years before, those things
Walang
wouldn't
ganon.
exist.
Oo.
Ngayon, parang kotse na.
Michael, yung focus mo on being a broker is mid-end to high-end.
Mid-end to high-end.
So, ang price range nito ay?
Minimum siguro mga nasa 40 million. 30 million. Hindi. Sorry. Sa bahay, minimum 40 million.
Okay, sa bahay.
Sa condo, lowest 7 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oo. Up to, gaano
7
kamahal?
million to 100.
100 million.
Yeah.
Condominium unit.
Oo.
So, yan, nabanggit mo na. Condo,
Yes.
lot, bahay. If you're someone na sabihin na natin nagtrabaho, kahit paano nakaipon na ng konti, and hindi ka makadecide kung ano ba dapat ang para sa akin na first property. Is it a house and lot? Lot lang muna? Or condo? What's your advice?
Ito rin. Ginawa ko rin content to eh. Iba-iba tayo ng situation sa buhay ngayon. Iba-iba tayo ng pinagdadaanan, iba-iba din tayo ng budget, iba-iba tayo ng priorities. So it really depends on you, your budget, your priorities, at kung nasa ang stage ka ng buhay mo ngayon. Just to give you an example, no? For me, perfect example. I really wanna own my own house. Like, that's my dream. How nice would it be for a mother of 2 to be able to decorate my own home,
True.
di ba? Na ako na yung bibili na ako ng mga permanent items sa bahay because I know my kids will grow up here. Yung parang that sentimental, emotional feeling nandun. But the truth is, in my kind of business, I need to be in Manila. I need to be in Manila because of my friends, the network that I have, the school, the business, and everything else in between. So, for now, nagre-rent ako. Kasi that is the smartest
Para sa'yo.
decision
Para
for me
sa inyo.
right now,
Oo.
for me and
Yes,
my life
yes.
and my current
Depende
situation.
talaga yan kung nasan kang sitwasyon.
Depende talaga,
True.
depende.
Oo,
But
oo.
if sinabi naman natin na, okay, my job is very flexible. I don't need to be in Metro Manila in the CBDs every day.
True.
I met someone before na parang she works once a week lang in Manila to do a podcast also. And she lives in Batangas. She was able to buy a house in Batangas, I think worth parang 3 million. Pero bahay na niyang sarili, wala na siyang inuupahan.
Kanya na yun.
Kanya na yun. Tapos sakto, kasi she only comes to Manila once a week. It makes perfect sense.
Correct, correct.
Diba?
Oo. So it really depends on the
It really
situation.
depends, yes.
Oo.
And I mean, kunwari, ikaw naman na you want single ka pa, wala kang
Yan,
pamilya.
yan,
Diba?
oo.
Single ka pa. And ang mas importante sa'yo ngayon is growing your network. Being with your friends. Being out and about kasi lagi kang may meeting, lagi kang may mga business na kung ano-anong ginagawa mo. Either maybe you're doing content or you're doing some kind of business in BGC, Makati. A condo in BGC or Makati is not bad because it's a stable market, 'di ba? Kahit umalis ka diyan, pwede mo rin namang ipa-rent. So kunwari yun nga, kung single ka pero yun nga pag may family ka, iba rin. Ganun siya.
Depende sa kung ano yung
Depende.
pangangailangan mo. Pero hindi
Definitely.
ba contradicting yun? Was there ever a client of yours na nagsabi na, okay, Maiko, you're selling a condo to me, pero ikaw mismo nagre-rent.
Yeah.
Why, Maiko?
Yeah.
Oo.
Hindi naman kasi I'm never the type of broker who would force people to buy.
Yeah.
Right?
Oo.
And
there are
people-
also people who comes to you na
Yeah.
rent din ang hanap.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
How much is your rent monthly?
My rent right now,
Kasi you're in BGC area.
I'm in Ayala, Alabang.
Oh my God!
So, hindi ko
So, wait,
i-disclose
you're-
yung rental rate.
I know, but I
Pero
know,
you
I
can
know
guess
the
na
rental
lang.
rate
Yes, you
there.
can
I
guess.
know, grabe,
Oo.
mataas.
Ah,
Ayala, Alabang.
Oo. It's not
but-
bad compared to BGC.
And
For example,
wait.
the house that I have now in BGC, that's only a 2-bedroom.
How many
Ganyan.
square meters?
550.
Okay,
lot
okay.
area.
Oo. Because I have a friend also renting in that area.
Ah,
Kaya medyo
yeah,
alam ko yung
okay.
price range.
Okay. Secret na lang,
Mabigat,
secret.
girl. When did you transfer in Ayala?
2021.
But
Pandemic.
and I asked you earlier, sinabi mo nga, ikaw, kinailangan mo lumipat sa isang
Yeah.
high-end na lugar because it's part of your job.
Yes.
You need to grow your market.
Correct.
Nakatulong ba?
Nakatulong.
Okay.
And also because meron akong ginawang content na hindi makapaniwala yung mga tao na nakabenta ako ng bahay in 1 hour. And the only reason I was able to pull that off is because I was already inside the village. Imagine trying to sell Ayala
client is
Alabang
also
houses.
there.
The client is there. The seller is there. So we were able to do everything. I mean, hindi naman nabenta like the full on.
In
We
just
were
1
able to
hour?
close the deal in 1 hour. Because we were all in the village. Imagine if nanggaling pa ako ng Pangasinan.
Oo.
'Di ba? Tapos
Or
yung
sabihin
client
na
ko
lang
nasa
natin na
Alabang.
QC.
Kahit QC, 'di ba?
Eh, yung
Aabutin ka
traffic
ng
is-
2 hours.
I know, oo.
2 hours to get to Alabang. By the time you get there, baka iba na nakabenta nun or
Oo,
something.
Oo. Or because your focus is mid-end and high-end.
Yeah.
That is why kailangan mo talaga to.
Because my
feeling,
focus...
Feeling mo ba, Mike, I'm sorry, kung
No problem.
hindi mid-end and high-end yung focus ng sales mo, hindi ka magre-rent sa Ayala Alabang? Paano siya? Sige,
Actually,
explain
because
it to
my
me.
focus area, I grew up in Ayala Alabang also. Wow. So because I grew up there, yung knowledge ko is parang I know it. I know everything about Alabang because
Okay,
that's
okay.
that's where I grew up.
Uh-huh.
And BGC,
This is my hood.
This
Parang
is my
ganon.
hood.
Yes,
and
yes.
BGC is also my hood because
Okay.
when I was in college, I moved there. And then I lived there nung single pa kami, nung wala pang kids.
So, location,
Location-wise,
BGC and Ayala
BGC
talaga
and
yung focus mo.
Ayala Alabang has been my focus area because I know it by heart.
Alright.
So for me, if you're a broker or an agent, you also have to be smart about your expertise.
Uh-huh.
Why go to a place like, for example, why would I sell properties in Ortigas
Uh-huh.
if wala man akong kaalam-alam dyan? Yung expertise ko nasa Alabang na eh, in BGC. Might as well focus on that, really double down my effort and just get a place there. Kesa naman getting a place somewhere else tapos aaralin ko na naman yung location. Parang it's moving for me eh. Consistent na yung business ko in Alabang and BGC. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
But when the time comes na, let's say, okay, Alabang, like what's happening now, sobrang inflated, sobrang mahal na. Ang hirap na magbenta
Sa Alabang.
sa Alabang.
Even in BGC.
In BGC, okay
Kaya
pa.
pa.
Okay pa. But in Alabang now, it's really difficult. I cannot even myself like justify the prices
So you're
of Ayala
planning
Alabang.
on moving out?
Like, what if? Minsan naiisip ko yun, ha? What if? What is the next best location right now? What if I move to Nuvali, for example? What if I move to Vermosa in Cavite?
Oh, yeah.
Kasi ito na yung mga next best locations.
Okay.
Bulacan, Batangas. What if? Naiisip yun. Papasok yun sa isip ko ngayon. Kasi ngayon, hindi mo na mababenta to a regular person ng Ayala Alabang.
And thank you so much for being honest.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
I actually was just talking to another salesperson this morning. And we're talking about this. Sabi ko, I want to highlight different areas because I want to show people what's happening in the market right now. The Ayala Alabang is inflated.
Okay.
What happened, di ba? Pogo days.
Yes,
Masyadong tumaas yung prices. Ngayon, at one point, no one would go below 200,000. There were Chinese people who would go to your house and just offer you money. Ito cash.
Before, that
Oo.
was Pogo days.
Diba? So now, nagkaroon ng illusion yung mga tao na, ganito kamahal ang property namin. And suddenly, reality hit last year. Boom. Diba? Wala ang Pogo. Hindi na rin yung license nila. So ngayon, ang nangyari is yung property, okay, sige, 180,000 na lang per square.
Wala pa rin kumuha.
Wala na, 170, 60. Ngayon, bumababa na as low as 150,000
Or below
per square.
below 100 sometimes.
Wait, wala pa namang way below 100,000 per square.
Oo.
Pero, the prices, yes, yung mga dating 200, 150, 100 million na lang, parang ganon. Ganon na siya. So, bumaba talaga ang market. So, ikaw, as a broker, you also need to think smart pa ba na ito ang i-offer ko? Kasi from an investment perspective, bumili ka ng property 150 million, mapaparent mo lang 100,000. Does that make sense? Dapat ang 150 million mo, ang rental yield mo, dapat at least, di ba, mga 5-6%. Pero kung ang rental yield mo na lang is lower pa than the average, like, is this still a good investment?
Oo, 'di ba nalulula tayo sa mga numbers
sorry.
na sinasabi ni Maiko dahil
Wag tayo
talaga
dyan.
alam naman natin na ang mga clients niya nga kasi from mid and to high end. Pero Maiko, since we're talking about location,
Yeah.
kung di na okay sa Ayala Alabang, mahal na halos ng lupa, even condominiums here in Metro Manila, where is the next location talaga na magbo-boom na sa ngayon yung hindi naman kaya mag-afford ng Ayala Alabang area in BGC, saan kami dapat mag-invest?
You always have to think about, apart from the location, it's the development
Okay.
around the location that you're looking at. So, if it's, let's say, a place kung saan merong airport or may gagawing airport, that's something. May highway na magko-connect sa either sa village mo, sa location mo, that's something else. Big hospitals,
Okay.
big schools.
I know.
Yes, so ito na yung mga development, yung growth.
Paano kung merong highway, wala pa yung big hospitals, wala pa yung big schools, may paparating na airport? Kung hindi na check lahat ng boxes.
Then alamin mo kung may future plans
For
to
that
create
area.
this. Because for sure, meron yan. Kasi if nagkaroon ng highway, una yan, infrastructure, di ba? Una yan, yung highway. Okay, ano na next?
Lagi.
Infrastructure. Another one would be the airport.
Oo.
Train station. Di ba? Di ba, ini-extend nila ngayon yung MRT line. May train na rin na parang anong tawag sa train na, o basta may train, and then may MRT, hindi ko alam, may subway
May
ba?
subway,
May
may
subway. So, alamin mo kung saan yung mga yan pupunta. Tapos, alamin mo, airport, ano pa, may bago bang business hubs, business districts na ginagawa, or kung malapit. Kasi minsan, kung dun ka naman bibili sa area, kung nasaan mismo yung business district, sobrang mahal naman, di ba?
Yes.
So, check mo rin yung surrounding area para malaman mo, pasok ba to sa budget ko? Kasi kahit ipilit mo, nandun ka nga sa master plan ng isang malaking developer, hindi mo naman afford. Kahit anong push mo, hindi mo afford. Check mo, ano yung malapit? Yung village na next to it. Or, di ba? Mga...
Pero in buying properties, ang number one consideration ba lagi is yung presyo muna. Afford ko ba to? Or maganda yung location muna, pero hindi ko pa masyadong afford so ilo-loan ko to or medyo baka mahirapan ako sa paghulog nito. Alin ang mas dapat i-consider?
Budget.
Budget lagi.
Number one.
Budget.
Correct. Number one is budget. And hindi siya yung budget na magkano nasa bank account ko ngayon. Hindi ganun budget.
Paano?
Like, you go deep down into like financial planning. Dito papasok yung basics ng financial literacy. Kaya kung hindi pa kayo masyadong aware, may lack of awareness pa tayo sa financial planning in the Philippines in general, di ba? watch mga content on financial planning. Ano ba, paano ba dapat talaga mag-budget? Magkano yung emergency fund ko? Magkano dapat yung nasa account ko ngayon? Yung day-to-day budget? Magkano ilalagay ko sa stocks? Magkano ilalagay ko sa real estate? Hindi lahat na porket, may 1 million ako.
Lahat to real estate.
Boom, real estate lahat.
Hindi ganon.
Kawawa ka, paano pag may nangyari? Mahirap magbenta ng real estate, ha? Hindi yan. Kunwari may something emergency, knock on wood. Paano mo, ibibenta mo yan overnight? Hindi pwede. It will take you months to sell that. So, it's not smart if that's the only money you have. So, really allocating a certain budget for real estate na pasok sa budget mo, pasok sa kung ano yung mga mangyayari sa buhay mo. Kunwari, di ba sabi nga nila, yung mga payo sa ating matatanda, huwag kayo gagawa ng mga desisyon kapag masyado kayong maraming nangyayari sa buhay. Di ba? Kagraduate lang ng college, nagpakasal, nagkaroon ng anak, tapos bibili ka ng property.
Kadalasan
Does that make
yun,
sense,
ganon.
diba? So you don't do that. Isa-isa lang. Kasi sometimes, yun yung nagiging, kumbaga, hindrance natin is nagmamadali tayo masyado that we're not able to really do it smart. Sometimes, stepping back a little bit and really analyzing. Kahit pa may nagsabi sa'yo na 15,000 na lang, kunin mo na to.
Hindi dapat.
Hindi.
Pareho kayo ng financial expert, Sir Randall Tiongso, na kasama namin last time. So, now, from what I understand, dyan sa sinasabi mo, kasi may mga kilala ko, grabe, bili lang ng bili kahit patong-patong na yung kailangan nilang bayaran monthly. Na alam ko naman na okay, sige, baka yung source of income nila talagang flowing every month. Pero nasabi ni Sir Randall last time, and I don't know if this also works with investing in properties, na sa pera, pag sobra yung tapang mo pero wala kang wisdom, danger yon. In properties, is it also like that? Kasi parang ang thinking kasi nung iba, hindi, property yan over time, tataas at tataas at tataas yan. Pag sobrang tapang in investing properties, di na natakot sa mga huhulugan monthly, okay pa ba yun?
Really hold back. You need to hold back a little, step back a little bit, and really analyze kung ano mga mangyayari sa life mo. Because if lahat itong perang pinanggagalingan ng pinambabayad mo sa mga monthly amortization mo
Bigla
is
mawala.
galing lang sa'yo, sa business na inaasahan mo na isa lang,
Or sa work na
diba,
inaasahan
sa work
mo.
na inaasahan mo,
Oo.
what if another pandemic happens? You
That's
lose
a good
everything.
point.
You lose everything. Lahat ng pera mo nakatali sa real estate, hindi mo yan mabibenta overnight because ang growth niyan, it takes at least 10 years for you to really get your money back. Diba? Unless another parang pogo happens na biglang na-inflate yung price natin. Tapos biglang yung dating binili mong 5 million, 15 million na. That was, parang life-changing. That was different time sa Pilipinas.
Iba rin ngayon.
Pero baka hindi natin alam, mangyayari pa ba yun?
Yeah.
Tapos, kung lahat ng pera mo, nakatali lang sa isang bagay, kapag may nangyari, you lose all of that. You lose yourself. Lahat magsasuffer. Pati pamilya mo. And di ba may kasabihan ngang, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yes, kailangan diversify.
Kung lahat ng eggs mo nasa real estate, hindi naman yan, unless you know what you're doing and you're doing it well.
Yeah, may mga
it
ganun
makes
kasi talaga.
perfect sense,
True,
right?
yeah.
Like for example, I know of real estate investors. They keep on investing. Why? They turn it into rental property.
Oh,
right?
every month meron. Correct.
month meron
Kumbaga,
ka.
hindi nakatiwangwang lang.
Exactly.
Bumabalik sa kanila.
Exactly.
Oo.
Or yung iba, ginagawa nila, bumibili silang properties, ini-Airbnb nila. So
True.
there is an actual business model attached to it. Hindi lang yung bili ng bili, for what?
Na hindi mo
Marunong
alam
ka ba
kung anong
mag-operate?
gagawin.
Marunong ka mag-manage? Kasi hanggang yung iba, ang nangyayari is bili ng bili, hanggang bili lang. Pagdating sa management, wala silang alam. Pagdating sa pagkuha ng renter, hindi nila alam. Di ba? Pag-operate ng Airbnb, hindi nila alam.
Ganda
So
ng mga
dapat,
sinasabi mo.
aralin mo yon so that you can really turn your real estate investment into a business. Kasi sabi nga nila, walang passive income.
Yeah.
Hindi totoo ang passive income because you always have to do some kind of effort. Whatever it is, you have to do some kind of
even naman
effort.
yung rent
Diba?
Masakit din
rent?
siya sa ulo, girl.
Yes.
Hindi siya
Ang rent,
basta-basta.
hindi siya passive,
True.
ha? Ang
Oo.
rent is, you need to do some kind of work.
May
I
effort
mean,
pa rin.
Exactly. I mean, it's passive because you get something every month, but you need to do something. You need to educate yourself. Even with stocks, di ba? Pag magdadagdag ka ng stocks, hindi naman yan basta-basta, sige na, ito na. You need to kind of study a little bit. If trader ka, you need to know when to sell it. In real estate, it's the same. You need to understand the operations behind it.
Okay, the misconception about mas okay bumili ng bahay at lupa over condo.
It depends.
Kunwari may lumapit
Oo.
sa'yo. O ako na lang, kunwari
Oo.
halimbawa. Maiko, turo sa akin ng nanay ko. Mas okay pa rin daw yung may lupa
Oo.
kesa sa condo.
Yeah.
Anong sagot mo dyan?
Again, going back to yung usapan natin kanina, kung ano ba,
Depends.
it depends
Oo,
talaga.
oo.
Kasi ganito yan
How
parang
about for investment? Sabihin na natin.
hindi ko rin masasabi until I know kung sinong bibili. Kunwari, ikaw ang bibili. Ikaw bibili.
Okay.
So, I need to understand, ano ba ang plano mo? 5-year plan, 10-year plan? Para saan to? Para kanino to? Para ba to sa mga anak mo? Para sa...
So,
If you're
ganyan ang ginagawa ng broker.
Yeah. Alamin ko lahat. Aalamin ko.
Hindi pala ito parang licensed agent lang.
Hindi
Ito para kayo nag-heart-to-heart talk na.
Yes,
Ganon
heart
ang
to
broker.
heart. Oh, yeah.
Para kang may psychologist sa pag-i-invest sa
Parang
properties. Wow.
podcast na 1-month podcast.
I wanna
Ganyan.
know, kapag lumalapit sa'yo yung tao na hindi alam kung saan mag-i-invest, ano-ano yung mga inaalam mo?
Yan. So parang, what are your plans? What is this investment for? I need to understand that, number one. So, kunwari pag ikaw, tinanong kita, ito, recently, I had a client, o tinanong ko, para saan? We want to live there for a bit, but also be able to use it for investment. To put it on Airbnb. Okay. That's number one. So now I'm having an understanding na you kind of want to live there, but you also want to rent it out if ever. Okay. So dapat, kailangan mabilis tumaparent, di ba? Number 2, location. Saan mo ba gusto? The girl ata is from Visayas. So dapat Visayas region lang. Cebu, Dumaguete, Bohol, something like that. Okay, so na-narrow down na natin. So ngayon, okay, kung wala naman pala sila permanently sa Philippines, 'di ba? Hindi naman din 'to para legacy, hindi naman 'to ipapamana sa mga anak. This is more for business. Yung day-to-day business na madali. This is already alam ko na when I heard that, condo 'to.
Nararamdaman mo na.
Nararamdaman ko na because hindi 'to pwede maging bahay because yung maintenance ng bahay, masyadong mataas, masyadong madugo. And you know that, owning a house, hindi biro pag nagka-leak yan. Nasa Spain ka. Doon ka naka-base 6 months and a year.
Sinong mag-aasikaso?
Di ba? Meron ka bang matatawagang madalian?
Oo.
Pag naka-condo ka, sige, itawag mo na lang sa admin.
Correct. Sila bahala
Ganyan,
dyan.
di ba? Pagka nagka-leak, pag nagkaroon ng problema, tawag mo lang. O sige, sa security, sabihin mo lang sa kanila. Ganyan. Madali. So, convenience, at the same time, your rental income is tuloy-tuloy. Condos are actually really easy to have.
So what if nag-advise ka halimbawa na, okay, for this client, what works for you or what will work for you is buying a condo, pero matigas yung ulo. Gusto talaga ng house and lot, kahit alam mo na hindi mas bagay. Paano ginagawa mo sa mga ganun?
Normally, yung mga buyers, they will find a way naman to justify it. So, okay lang. Because at the end of the day, hindi naman sa akin to.
And again, ang mahalaga, nasabi mo, nalatag mo lahat.
Exactly. Nalatag ko lahat. And napaisip ko sa inyo kung ano yung pros and cons nung mga gusto nyong bilhin at saka yung decision nyo, alam nyo. Ibig sabihin, natulungan ko rin kayo mailatag yung sarili nyong pros and cons. Kahit hindi ako kasali doon, nagawa nyo yan.
Umaabot kayo sa tanungan portion na may gustong bili na property, pero hindi alam kung cash or loan yung gagawin. Pagtatanungan na yun, magkano po ba laman ng bank account? Nagagano mo. Kasi, hindi, Maiko, ika-cash ko yan. Hindi, ma'am, pwedeng i-loan mo na lang. Mas okay.
It really depends. So, if this is a property na hindi mo naman i-flip agad-agad, and, syempre, medyo naka-budget din tayo. Hindi naman tayo merong 100 million, bibili tayo ng 5 million, 'di ba? Hindi naman ganoon. Hindi ka nakabenta ng isang malaking property sa Ayala, Alabang from your parents na you inherited na madaling magbayad ng cash. For majority of the Filipinos, the truth is majority, bank loan pa rin talaga. That's that's the fastest and easiest way to home ownership. But if you are an investor, you want to flip, you pay in cash. I would advise you to pay in cash. Because there are properties na as in talagang bagsak presyo. Na kunwari, dating 30, 20 million na lang. Because iba-iba ng pinagdadaanan yung mga sellers. Let's say, knock on wood, may hospital, sa family, biglang may utang sila sa bangko, yung business nila na bankrupt, kailangan na talaga nila ng pera, they need to drop the price. And if you drop the price, ang mga kalaban mo na buyers, may cash. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna flip it. Bibilhin nila ng 20 million, bibenta nila ng 30 million. They earn 10 million, diba? So it makes sense for some people, but if it's home ownership, if it's your first home, and if you're still struggling, diba, getting that money, if this is not really for business, and if this is for end use, minsan, bank loan is the easiest and smartest option for you.
Okay. So for someone, nasabihin na natin na OFW, ito perfect example. OFW, nakaipon, uuwi dito, ready nang bumili ng sarili nilang bahay, and then they're gonna ask for your advice kung, Mai, kung ano ba mas okay? 5 years, 10 years, 15 years to pay? Kasi alam naman natin, pag ine-extend natin ng sobrang tagal, mas lumalaki yung interest.
Correct.
Babalik naman siya ng ibang bansa. Pero again, ano bang mas okay? Gaano katagal lang ba dapat?
Correct.
Kapag kadating sa home loan?